Ivn Duque Marquez is a Colombian politician and lawyer who is the current president of Colombia. He was elected as Colombia's youngest president, as the candidate from the Democratic Center Party in the 2018 presidential election. Backed by his mentor, former president and powerful Senator Álvaro Uribe, and buoyed by a populist wave, he was elected despite having been relatively unknown a year before the election. He ran on a center-right platform which included opposing the so-called Havana Accords, the peace agreement with the FARC guerrilla group, his decision to provide temporary protected legal status to nearly 1.7 million Venezuelan migrants, drew praise from leaders around the world. However, poverty and economic inequality worsened during the COVID-19 pandemic. Duque's failure to continue unconditional peace negotiations with ELN was also criticized by opposition parties and sections of the public. The police response to the resulting 2020 Bogotá protests and the ongoing nationwide protests left 13 dead and around 400 injured, and approximately between 60 dead and 2,100 injured, respectively. Duque was born in Bogotá, in a wealthy political family originally from the Colombian town of Gómez Plata, Antioquia, son of Juliana Marquez Tono, a powerful local political leader who was governor of Antioquia, auditor in the United Nations, Minister of Mines and Energy, and head of the National Registry of Civil Status in the government of Andrés Pastrana. Duque's siblings are Andrés and Maria Paula. Duque attended Colegio Rochester and graduated from Sergio Arbelda University in Bogotá in 2000. With a degree in law, he holds a LLM in International Economic Law from American University and a master's in Public Policy Management from Georgetown University, Washington, D.C. Duque also attended an executive education course at Harvard University for 5 days, where he studied business and government. He began his professional career in 1999 as a consultant in the Andean Development Corporation and later served as an advisor at the Colombian Ministry of Finance and Public Credit during the government of Andrés Pastrana. Subsequently, he was appointed by Juan Manuel Santos, future president and then Minister of Finance, as one of Colombia's representatives at the Inter-American Development Bank, a post he held between 2001 and 2013. There he served as chief of the Division of Culture, Solidarity, and Creativity. Duque also served as international advisor of former President Álvaro Uribe Vélez. Between 2010 and 2011, he was a consultant at the United Nations in the panel of inquiry appointed by the Secretary General for the incident of the Gaza flotilla that occurred on 31 May 2010. Between Israel and Turkey, known as Mavi Marmara, Duque returned to Colombia to become a candidate for the Senate in the legislative elections of 2014. For the Partido Centro Democrático, which split away from the ruling governing party after Juan Manuel Santos opened peace negotiations with the FARC. This new party campaigned against the new peace agreement and the Santos government, and was led by right-wing former President Uribe. Uribe created his own political party and presented himself and a list of hand-picked political allies as candidates for the office of congressman in a closed list, which meant that people could not vote for an individual congressman but had to vote for the party as a whole in both the upper and lower chamber elections. Duque was included in the number 7 spot of the closed-off list for the Senate and thus was elected senator. During his time as a senator, he was the author of 4 laws. On 10 December 2017, Duque was nominated by his party as its candidate for president of Colombia. He won the nomination through a system of surveys conducted by the party, with a 29.47% favorability compared to the other 2 candidates, Carlos Holmes Trujillo, who obtained 20.15%, and Rafael Nieto with 20.06%. In January 2018, it was announced that the center-right coalition would participate in the grand primary for Colombia, an inter-party consultation, with Duque as its candidate confronting Marta Lucia Ramirez and Alejandro Ordóñez. On the 11th of March 2018, Duque won the primary with more than 4 million votes. Ramirez was second, with just over 1.5 million votes, and Ordonez came third with 385,000 votes. During his speech, Duque thanked the support of Colombians at the polls and announced Marta Lucia Ramirez as his running mate in the elections. On the 27th of May 2018, Duque earned the most votes in the first round of the presidential election with over 39% of the vote. Duque was elected president of Colombia on the 17th of June 2018 after allegedly defeating Gustavo Petro 54% to 42% in the second round. Although there have been many public complaints stating that the votes were manipulated to favor Duque, he was sworn in on the 7th of August 2018 at the Bogotá's Bolivar Square. The presidency of Ivn Duque has continued the policies of his predecessor.